I got 1K followers on my back and it doubled. I'm a triple and quadruple. You can check that on my come up. You know that I'm authentic and my tracks are always one up.
Yeah, we also want that, right? We want that 1K followers. We want that 2K followers, and hopefully that will pull through for us. And the only reason why we want that following is so that this voice can reach multitudes. Okay, that this voice of reasoning can reach those. And obviously I enjoy what I'm doing. I want to break down these bars no matter who the rapper is. What's good, LOBS family? It's another day, another reaction, and my guys has been on my case about doing some local content. So I've decided to do local content on a Mondays, and we're gonna call it Mzansi Mondays. So Mzansi, for you guys that don't know, Mzansi is basically south in Xhosa, which also translates to South Africa, meaning south. Okay, guys, no further delay. We're going to do KRO-Barz, and we're going to see what he says about Fake World. So this is a song by KRO-Barz called Fake World, and we want to see what is behind the rapper's mind, his rapping ability. Hopefully there's not a lot of translating that I need to do, but no further delay, guys, no further delay. I enjoy this, guys, so please, if you like this content, you like me breaking down some music, some of these minds of the artists, please let me know in the comment section. I would like to fulfill your request. But let's do this, and I told you guys I'm gonna make some changes to this channel, and one of the changes is to break it up into different sections. Okay, here we go. KRO-Barz, Fake World. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yo, ever since I started this shit, man, I could see the difference between reality and what these niggas are selling me, you see.
Ever since I started this, I could see the difference between reality and what these guys are telling me. So yeah, he's already starting off with obviously what we all struggle with, you know, with fake people in our lives, or people that just want to take a stance but they don't really mean what they say, or you know, the moment you turn your back, they're against you. They're against you, I promise you, okay?
I can see the difference between reality and what these niggas are selling me, you
see.
This is a fake world. People live and die for this fake world. This is a fake world. Tell me why am I in this fake world? Just a lot of lies in this fake world. You can't survive with no disguise in this fake world.
Can't survive without disguise in this fake world. So yeah, definitely, yeah, you gotta put on that mask, you gotta put on that smile just to get through the day. That is your disguise. It's basically agree to disagree by saying that you're allowing certain things to happen, but you don't really agree with it. But you also don't want to be against growth and society, but at the end of the day, you have to call a spade a spade. If you fake, my man.
This is a fake world. Tell me why am I in this fake world? This is hip-hop, real raps that I'm bringing back. I'm talking about shit that blows off your thinking caps.
Yeah, that is what we do. We want to break down those bars. We want to break down the bars that is really, really difficult for the normal listener to decipher. And he says, you know what, real rap is the one, or is the type of music that you have to blow off your thinking cap, okay? But also, if you could hear the sound in the background, it is a gunshot, meaning to blow off your thinking cap. Also, I'm not gonna go into that, but we all know what that means, right? Okay.
Hop, real raps that I'm bringing back. I'm talking about shit that blows off your thinking caps. If you say that you're the best, then let me see the stats. Show me in white.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that talk, but they don't have any statistic to prove it or to back up the fact that they say they're the best, but they don't have any proof. And you know, he says, you know what, you can say it, you can talk about it, but let me see the stats. Okay, Mr. Crow, we got you.
You're thinking caps. If you say that you're the best, then let me see the stats. Show me in white and black, let me read the facts. They say practice makes perfect, I don't believe in Because for years I've been listening to the weakest cats. So I'm...
Oh my man. Okay, so if you don't, just think about what he's saying quickly for a moment. He says, they say practice makes perfect. I don't believe in that, because for years I've been listening to the weakest cats. Just that one. Okay, so what he's saying is you get good experience and you get bad experience. You get good influence and you get bad influence. You get the best influence and you get weaker influence. So he's saying, you know what, for years I've been listening to the weaker people, and I thought in my world those were the best until I was exposed to the best people. So that's why I say practice makes perfect. He doesn't believe in that, because you can practice bad behavior as well as good behavior. So what advice are you following? Are you following advice of bad people or good people? You know, what advice really adds value to your life? Just think about what he's saying. He says that if you want to practice something, practice the good things in life. The stuff that really adds value to your life. Don't practice the stuff that don't add value to your life, because that is also experience, but it's bad experience. So in this sense, you're saying that practice don't make perfect. Practice don't make perfect, especially if you're practicing the bad things in your life, because it ain't working, right? Okay, so
I might need the sound to waste it on my speakers back, and I might need the time to waste it on my people.
And he's saying that, you know, that is the sound that he wasted on his speakers back then, because it's poor music. It's kind of mumble rapping, and mumble rappers, you know, you've been listening, you've been influenced by mumble rappers, and that is not the type of rapping that you want to do. You want to have the real music out there, not these fake stuff.
They say practice makes perfect, I don't believe in that. Because for years I've been listening to the weakest cats. So I might need the sound to waste it on my speakers back. And I might need the time to waste it on my people back. A lot of fiction.
You're gonna need the time that he wasted on his people back. So that is so true, you know. The time is gone. You can never get it back. So it's wasted. So if you want to teach somebody, and so, you know, you get people that is so convinced that they know the right way, they know the right things, but they've been practicing all the bad things. They're not adding any value. So they're so convinced that they actually go and preach and teach those things and rap those things out there, and it adds no value to your life. It adds no value to the listener. It adds no value to the community, and therefore there is no growth. Okay, so some heavy stuff. Okay, so that face value. This is, if you take a little time, you spend a little time, and just decipher the things that he's saying. Oh man, this is KRO-Barz for you. He's opening those cages, you know, with his lyrics. This is KRO-Barz.
Waste it on my speakers back, and I might need the time to waste it on my people back. A lot of fake shit in this game, I can agree with that. But I know where all my G's are at. Now that shit is getting bloody, now the fleas are back. I smile and I show them what I call my Jesus act. I play my cards for these wolves with the...
Okay, so he's talking about fleas. Fleas is a parasite, right? So a parasite meaning that it benefits of you, but you cannot benefit of it. So, you know, so that is why fleas. And the reason why I use fleas in this context is because they jump from the one to the other one. If they see they're done sucking you dry, they go to the next person, and that is how fake people work, right? They just want to benefit from you. They want to smile in your face, but when they turn their backs, they talk bad about you, or they want to stab you in the back, right? So he's comparing that to a flea. So is that a new word that he's inventing here? So how many of you have fleas in your life? Get rid of that fleas right now. Get some pesticide or something.
I smile and I show them what I call my Jesus act. Fake shit in this game, I can agree with that. But I know where all my G's are at. Now that shit is...
But it's also showing that I know where all my G's are back. You see that it just cut to his hometown or to his friends to show that, you know, he might have the swag now, but he knows where he's coming from. He's humble in that way, right?
It's getting bloody, now the fleas are back. I smile and I show them what I call my Jesus act. I play my cards for these wolves so they let me lead the pack. Cause Mr. I said I'm the king of all these queens and jacks. My gun is loaded.
Whoa. let us hear that again.
I smile and I show them what I call my Jesus act. I play my cards for these wolves so they let me lead the pack.
Okay, so wolves and lead the pack, because if you're the alpha male, you will lead the pack, especially if you know what you're doing. You can be the leader, okay? But he's saying, I just want you, I picked up on something, so he's playing on the word pack here. So let's go back.
Smile and I show them what I call my Jesus act. I play my cards for these wolves so they let me lead the pack.
Okay, cards and pack, so pack of cards, okay?
Cause Mr. Ace said I'm the king of all these queens and jacks.
So Mr. Ace, which is probably somebody in his life that's advising him. What is he saying about queens and jacks?
Cards for these wolves so they let me lead the pack.
Yeah.
Cause Mr. Ace said I'm the king of all these queens and jacks.
I'm the king of all these queens and jacks. So again, the leader of the pack of, he's the king of the queens and jacks of these girls and boys, basically. So he's saying that he is the leader. But also the brilliant writing coming through there. So he says he needs to play his cards and the pack. So pack of cards. And what's in a pack of cards? He's got his ace, he's got his king, he's got his queens, and he's got his jacks. Okay, so just listen to this again.
My cards for these wolves so they let me lead the pack. Cause Mr. Ace said I'm the king of all these queens and jacks. My gun is loaded.
So he's a man of authority, okay? But he's also taking the advice, again playing off the scheme that he says that he has to take good advice and not the bad advice. So he's taking good advice to say, you know what, you're a man of authority, go there and dominate, okay? Go and act in your dominionship. So he's saying, you know what, I'm the king of all this queens and jacks, okay?
They let me lead the pack. Cause Mr. Ace said I'm the king of all these queens and jacks. My gun is loaded, lyrically I'm a killer, man. Don't see my targets.
My guns are loaded, lyrically I'm a killer. So shots fired basically with his lyrics.
All these queens and jacks, my gun is loaded. Lyrically I'm a killer, man. Don't see my targets, these are nobodies I'm hitting at. This is a fake world.
Yeah.
People live and die for this fake world.
True.
This is a fake world.
Yeah.
Tell me why am I in this fake world? Just a lot of lies in this fake world. You can't find no disguise in this fake world.
Oh yeah.
This is a fake world.
My man's got his swag on. Man is neat. Neat.
I have no disguise in this fake world.
I'm a classic man.
This is a fake world. Tell me why am I in this fake world? When I look at myself, then I see the best. I know I gotta do more, but nevertheless.
Woo. When I look at myself, I see the best. Obviously, you gotta love yourself. See the best in yourself. And then he says, gotta love a bit more, but neither less.
When I look at myself, then I see the best. I know I gotta do more, but nevertheless.
I know I got a bit more, but nevertheless. So obviously, when you get more, you don't get less. But he's playing off the more and less scheme. So if you get more, nevertheless. My man,
when
my
I look
man,
at myself,
my
then
man.
I see the best. I know I gotta do more, but nevertheless. The people say I'm the realest up in the West. Cause too many niggas out here trying to impress. I'll always keep it 100 on every test. Cause I think of what I do and I think of what it affects.
I always keep it 100 on every test. So everything that comes his way, he's gonna give you the real him. So he says he's gonna keep it 100 on every test. So every test could be the trials and tribulations, the obstacles that's coming his way. He's always gonna be the real him, no matter what. Okay, but 100 on every test, like the score. Okay, so double.
I'll always keep it 100 on every test. Cause I think of what I do and I think of what it affects. I'm really trying to live a life without any regrets. Cause I don't wanna be famous without anyone left.
That makes sense. I don't want to be famous without anyone, with no one left, right? So he cannot be who he is without his fans, okay? With the community of the people who supports him. He cannot be anything without them. So he says that I would rather stay humble and respect my roots and know where I come from than to go against all of them and just shoot for fame. So the day when I fall, there's nobody to hold me up, right? There's nobody to fall back onto. And I see this a lot happening with rappers nowadays, where they, or any artist nowadays, where they mess up to such an extent that when they fall back, there is nobody to catch them. Everybody's saying, yeah, but you turned your back on us. You didn't keep it 100.
Trying to live a life without any regrets, cause I don't wanna be famous without anyone left. I got 1K followers on my back and it doubled. I'm a triple and quadruple, you can check that on my come up. You know that I'm authentic and my tracks are always one up, cause
yeah, we also want that, right? We want that 1K followers, we want that 2K followers, and hopefully that will pull through for us. And the only reason why we want that following is so that this voice can reach multitudes. Okay, that this voice of reasoning can reach those. And obviously I enjoy what I'm doing. I want to break down these bars. No matter who the rapper is, there is something to take out of the lyrics. There is something to take. I believe that in everyone, whatever they say, out of the 1,000 words of nonsense, maybe there could be one. There could be one word that makes sense, one word that we can take forward with us and progress in life. Okay, everybody has something to teach you. Here we go.
quadruple, you can check that on my come up.
Yeah.
You know that I'm authentic and my tracks are always one up, cause one song could be a killer, then the next might be a lover. I don't give a fuck, so you know that I don't need rubbers, but I could do with some hit, cause I'm floating inside a bubble. I used to love it.
What did it say about some hit?
That I don't need rubbers, but I could do with some hit, cause I'm floating inside a bubble.
I can do with some hit because I'm floating inside a bubble. Okay.
Used to love it when I did it in the struggle.
Yeah.
But now my music is my hustle.
So his music is his hustle, right? And he also mentioned that he used to use the music to get through the struggles, through the obstacles. That's some good advice and a good go-to. Okay.
Love it when I did it in the struggle. But now my music is my hustle.
Yeah.
This is a fake world.
Yeah.
People live and die for
It was
this
a fake world.
This is a fake world.
Woo.
Tell me why you're mine
In this fake world.
Just a lot of lies in this fake world. You can't survive with no disguise
In this fake world.
This is
The fake world. Yeah.
Tell me why you're mine in this fake world. I do the math and compare this life to reality. I could use a scale, but I'm sure that it won't be balancing. It's challenging.
This life won't balance, these upbringing. Your struggles don't equate to your success. The way you're struggling, the way some of us are struggling, we should have been dead already. We should have been on the streets already. But for some reason, we're still hanging in there and we're making it, okay?
This life to reality.
Yeah.
I could use a scale, but I'm sure that it won't be balancing.
Yeah.
It's challenging.
But also scale and balancing again, double entendre. Okay?
This life to reality. I could use a scale, but I'm sure that it won't be balancing.
Yeah.
It's challenging to represent originality, who you have to be, and even half of who you actually.
Yeah, you have to represent originality, right? So if you're born in original, don't die a copy. Don't die a copy. Don't be fake.
It's challenging to represent originality, who you have to be, and even half of who you actually. But hear the sound of my accent, I hold it down like an anchor. And where I'm from, my people proud, they even crown me as champion. So fuck these clowns and these wankers wondering how did this happen. Shit just happens and happens to be my passion, I swear. Sometimes I feel
This guy's just flowing. The flow is mad right now.
hold it down like an anchor. And where I'm from, my people proud, they even crown me as champion. So fuck these clowns and these wankers wondering how did this happen.
The people around me crown me as the champion. Yeah, he says that, that he's the best. He's the best version of himself. You can find the best version of yourself if you're true to yourself.
Ain't even half of who you actually. But hear the sound of my accent, I hold it down like an anchor. And where I'm from, my people proud, they even crown me as champion. So fuck these clowns and these wankers wondering how did this happen. Shit just happens and happens to be my passion, I swear. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing myself to rap. I know it's just an act, but why am I so relaxed? I can take the shit with minimum effort up to the max. With no tricks up my sleeves, no rabbits, I don't wear hats, yo.
No rabbits, I don't tricks up my sleeve. Rabbits, I don't wear. So just bring in a little magician scheme there. Mr. Boss!
Minimum effort up to
Mr.
the
Crow!
max. With no tricks up my sleeves, no rabbits, I don't wear hats, yo. I tried to break from the music, I'm too attached. This industry is like a jungle that's full with traps. A lot of
This industry is like a jungle full of traps. Don't fall for their traps. Don't fall for their traps. Just be true to yourself.
the music, I'm too attached. This industry is like a jungle that's full with traps.
Ah.
A lot of snakes, so there's gotta be a lot of rats.
a lot of snakes, so there's got to be a lot of rats. So he's talking about the food chain. If there's a lot of rats in a certain area, there will be snakes trying to catch those because there's food for the snakes. So he says, if I see a lot of snakes, that means there's got to be a lot of rats. Come on, Mr. Barz. But also, snakes meaning people that is conniving, people that just want to stab him in the back. So that is associated with snakes, right? And a lot of rats mean, you know, they just there to, same thing basically. They're there to snitch on you. They're there to, they will turn your back, their back on you whenever they get the chance. It's a rat. It's a rat. They jump from the one space to the other space. Oh man, you can never know with them. They're sneaky, they're thieves, they're lying, they're stealing. That is a rat, you know. But with this, a lot of rats, there's snakes. With the smoke, there's fire.
In the like jungle that's full with traps. A lot of snakes, so there's gotta be a lot of rats.
Yeah.
Who can I trust if everybody's got my back?
Oh.
This is a fake world.
It's got a fake world.
People live and die for this fake world.
Ooh.
This is a fake world.
Ooh. Ooh.
Tell me why you're mine in this fake world. Just a lot of lies in this fake world.
Got a lot of lies.
With no disguise in this fake world.
Got to put on that disguise.
This is a fake world.
This is a fake world.
Tell me why you're mine in this fake world.
Yeah. Yeah. That is my man KRO-Barz, and that is some bars he is spitting there. I enjoyed that one, guys. I enjoyed the message that he brought through there with regards to the fake world and how to handle yourself, being true to yourself, being humble. You just have less backtracking to do, you know. So that is it for this reaction, guys. If you like this reaction, please like and subscribe to this channel, guys. We 100 up. And I appreciate you guys, really. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. You're showing me a lot of love, and I will, one day I will repay that. I promise you. I've got some good things in store. Once we at 1,000 subs, we will change the channel up a little bit even more, tweak up the volume a bit, and we're gonna see where we're gonna take it to the next level, guys. I hope you appreciated that local content from South Africa, and that is KRO-Barz with Fake World. So peace out. Peace out.